A very warm evening to the esteemed guests, to my fellow colleagues and the fellow enthusiasts as well of the GALTER. Welcome to this exciting National Expert Monthly Webinar Lecture organized by Global Academy of Logic Education Research, very fondly known as GALTER, where we will embark on a journey of discovery, exploration, and enlightenment. In today's talk, we will delve deep into the digital transformation with blockchain technology and Web 3.0, a subject that has the power to inspire, educate, and empower. I now kindly request our beloved founder of GALTER, Professor Dr. M.K. Bandari, sir, to introduce the theme.
Thank you, Priyanka. First of all, let me welcome our esteemed speaker of the day and member of the GALTER, the leading professor, Professor Paritosh Basu, my old-time friend and colleague in Narsi Munji. And formal introduction will be given by
I will be giving, sir.
Priyanka.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
So I'm not taking your privilege. Just I welcome him. And today we are going to discuss the digital transformation with blockchain and Web 3.0. Friends, we all know that the whole world is transforming, and the digital revolution or digital transformation is the buzzword. India is taking lead in digital transformation. And there are a couple of technologies like blockchain, AI, Web3, and their integration and their interoperability and their role in speeding up the digital transformation is far wide. And we will listen from the horse's mouth, Professor Paritosh Basu, how these technologies can make the digital transformation journey faster and safer. We all know that blockchain and also known as digital ledger technology, DLT, which is primarily was used or invented in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto, a person whose identity is still not known, for mining of cryptocurrency, the first cryptocurrency, which is very popular, very much in demand, and also very controversial, Bitcoin. But the other uses of blockchain technology have lately been explored and are being applied in various sectors of governance, industry, and so many. So the basic thing is how this digital ledger technology or blockchain, we also call it public blockchain, private blockchain, it can be used as a decentralized, open, transparent, and secured mode of storing and transferring and sharing the data in an encrypted manner. And that helps in a couple of areas, especially in industry, business, trade, governance, identity management, and so on. Similarly, the Web3 and Metaverse is also a relatively new technology and which is offering large number of opportunities for interaction, social, commercial interaction, and also giving a new lease of life to digital transformation. Today we have with us Professor Paritosh Basu, who is globally acclaimed for his understanding and dissemination of knowledge in the domain of blockchain and other technologies. Just for the information of our friends, Professor Basu was one of the keynote speakers in our first global conference in 2018 at Hyderabad, which was, of course, in a physical mode. And he has been continuously associated with activities of earlier ILTES and now the GALTER. And we all are anxious to listen to him. Over to you, Priyanka. With these words, I once again welcome Professor Basu. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to formally introduce our distinguished guest. Dr. Paritosh Basu, sir, is a Senior Director of Strategy Consulting Private Limited and also an adjunct professor at IIM Kozhikode. Dr. Basu is a scholarly academician. He has served the corporate world for about 34 years. He was the group controller of SR Group till June 2030 and CFO of Reliance Communications Limited till August 2008. Now, he's also a full-time senior professor of NMIMS School of Business Management and engaged in research and consulting activities. Dr. Basu's experience in MNCs span over a wide spectrum across continents in corporate reporting, finance, strategic planning, risk management, due diligence, governance, etc. He was also involved in M&A, IPO and listing, FCCVs and bond transactions, extensive IT enablement with multiple system development and integration, shared service centers, and teaching, training, mentoring, and knowledge management and consulting and advisory services. He's a renowned expert in the field with a wealth of knowledge and experience to share. His passion and dedication has made him a leading authority in this domain, and we are honored to have him guide us through this enlightening journey. Over to you, sir. We are eager to listen to your talk.
Thank you, Professor Bhandari and Ma'am Priyanka for the kind words. I again thanks Dr. Bhandari to invite me for this National Expert Monthly Webinar Lecture. It's my private privilege to talk to all of you. And I'm sure you will pardon me because in this 45 minutes lecture, I will try to cover two topics which are very much interconnected in today's world. One is blockchain and one is Web3. So whatever I'll be talking from various my writings, my published papers, etc., etc. You can connect me through LinkedIn after this lecture if you have any query, or subsequently if anyone sees my video, also connect me through LinkedIn, connect me through my YouTube channel, and also through Twitter handle, which is on your screen. So I'll quickly tell you what will be the kind of flow of discussion. I'll revisit digital transformation with few slides. Thereafter, I will talk on certain knowledge narratives on blockchain technology. I'll assume that many of the terminologies are known to all of you, so I will not get into the time-taking phenomena or process of explaining the various words and various underlying phrases. But if necessary, one can ask questions subsequent to my finishing of the talk. You can put your question on the chat board, and Ma'am Priyanka will help me by shooting those questions and trying to kill me down at the end of this talk. Let me see to what extent I can come out of your questions by successfully satisfying you. So that's the kind of flow. Quickly now getting onto the topic straight away. Digital transformation is one of the most misunderstood word in this world. And why I say misunderstood? Because people feel that digitization is digitalization and digitalization is digital transformation. Actually, those are not. So quickly run through you the process. The cornerstones of digital transformation, which my research talks about, can be captured in these 6 words: well-being of people, inclusion of all concerned who are the target audience for inclusive smile, security, safety, privacy, accountability, and trust. There should be one single version of truth, and there should be one single version of equity. So the cornerstone of digital transformation is maximization of value creation and minimization of value destruction. So we'll try to create more value. We'll try to destruct whatever value destruction are happening. We'll try to minimize those. The objective would be inclusive happiness for anybody and everybody who stays anywhere under the sun across the societal strata. So digital transformation, if it doesn't touch the common people towards the lowest rank of the society, I feel it will lose its objective. Main objective is that going forward, My slides are not moving. Just give me 1 minute. Is there any issue, Ma'am Priyanka?
No, sir. It's the same settings. Haven't changed anything.
Slides are not moving. Give me 1 minute. I'll reshare again. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Can you see now?
Yes, sir. We can see your slides. Yes, sir.
Oh, so now I think it will be moving. So whatever we are talking about digital transformation, essentially whatever solution will delivering through internet. So when we deliver through internet, just I'll hide the floating controls. When we deliver through internet, we essentially believe on internet of people, internet of ideas, internet of data, and internet of things. Essentially, that is called IoT. At the end of the day, the most important thing is internet of behavior. And one of the internet of behavior is criminal activities also. So when we design a new solution for digital transformation, you have to keep in mind all these 5 elements which are coming together through the cyberspace, that is people, idea, data, things, and finally people's behavior. That's the generalized situation, but in the context of a commercial or a governmental organization, there are 5 elements which are there with us. One is trust, the shared value proposition, value experience, ease of application, and sustainability. Any solution, if it is not easy for people to adopt, if it's not giving value experience to people, and if it is not shared with people, if it is not built on trust, and if it is not sustainable, it doesn't have any value. But at the end of the day, the business organization or commercial organizations have to look for their business. They have to be mindful of their business, mindful of their customer, their product, their teamwork, the promotion of their product and future services. They have to keep on developing. They have to budget, keep on budgeting and performing and controlling and monitoring their performance. And at the end of the day, analysis. So uniting thread of the whole thing would be strategy. So what is the most important point from the perspective of people and the perspective of organization is that when we start delivering solutions to internet, we have to keep in mind both business, one perspective, and the other perspective is people perspective, which is trust, shared value proposition, value experience, ease of application, and sustainability. Now, digital transformation is essentially a process of 4. When you are doing a particular business in a particular manner, and if you feel that the world is getting benefited by digital transformation, you will also start thinking, how do I do better when I do digital transformation, or I adopt digital technology, or I apply digital technology for my business. So people who are doing brick and mortar business, like say DMart, or say like Zara, any consumer seller, or any B2B manufacturer and seller, they started developing their own website, and they have innovated into a digital contracting and digital delivery. So innovation takes you to the process of digitization, where you think that today I was doing brick and mortar, I was doing everything physical, I was getting a physical order, I was uploading into my ERP system, I was delivering, creating a physical invoice, etc., and I was operating, but I was only using the digitization process, which was essentially run by my ERP system. So ERP system, when it is there, if you ask some undergraduate students or school student, if somebody stops working by using paper and pen and doing everything through computer, people will feel that, oh, digital transformation has taken place. Essentially not. It is the first step of it is digitization. Then comes the digitalization. When the pen and paper is now replaced by everything put into the computer, the subsequent processes are still done physically. That means people are not using those things which are there in the ERP system and doing the process performance physically outside the computer and then again uploading into the computer. I mean to say, suppose a bank was so long getting applications in pen and paper along with the documents or giving a consumer loan. Now it has started getting the application and uploading of the documents. Now, when they were up to the digitization stage, they were downloading those documents, physically processing, and then uploading into the computer through a mail that your loan has been approved, and an accounting entry was getting triggered to the Treasury Department and the payment was made. So they were in the domain of digitization. But suppose we introduce robotic process automation, where I want to do my process automation. Before the process automation, I have to do the digitalization with the help of people. That means people who are working with the physical pen and paper, approving the physical document and then uploading into the computer. It was in digitization stage. But when people are no longer downloading this, everything they are seeing in the computer, they are approving in the computer. The next stage was getting triggered for the processing. So next stage is the sanctioning authority to sanction. The next stage is payment authority to remit the payment to the borrower. If all those things are done in the computer, then we have done digitalization. One advanced process of digitalization is robotic process automation, where everything which are being done by a human being in terms of processing the application, whether it is to be sanctioned or not sanctioned, what would be the terms and conditions depending upon its credit rating, etc., etc. When everything is taken over by a computing system, by some logic, or a robotic software, it is called robotic process automation. So digitalization, when it was being used by people in the computer, everything was being done in digital form. It is digitalization, but human being is still there. Human interventions are still there. When I take out the human intervention, I go for robotic process automation, which is an advanced stage of digitalization, but we are still not in digital transformation. Digital transformation takes place when you create a new business by virtue of digitalization of your existing processes or robotic process automation of your existing processes. Let me give you an example. You are buying, assume that you are buying a high value durable item from any Flipkart or Amazon.com, etc. And you are now in the process of checking out. The moment you check out, the Amazon or Flipkart can ask you a question: would you like to avail of personal loan? If you say yes, immediately that will take you to a banking website with whom the Amazon.com or Flipkart.com has got tie-up. So there will be an application program interface or API. With the benefit of the API, your invoice will be passed on to the banking website, and the bank will ask you to upload a couple of documents like your PAN card, your other card, and your your bank statement or your last income tax return. When you do this, the bank will do your credit rating or your CIBIL score checking with the help of the PAN card. It will be directly authorizing from PAN card authority and the other card authority. Everything will be in the backend processing within a matter of 2 to 3 minutes. And your loan, if it is to be sanctioned, if your credibility is found to be okay, loan will be sanctioned as yes. And there will be a trigger from the banking system to the Amazon or Flipkart systems, and your payment will be passed on to them, and you will be asked, you will be told through a message back to the Amazon.com's or Flipkart.com's website that your loan has been sanctioned. Thank you very much indeed for buying. Your goods will be dispatched to your home. So now the Amazon.com's process, which was so long was doing e-commerce, is now digitally transformed. That means one more avenue of doing business has come in, and the banker's perspective, digital transformation has taken place, because so long was bank giving through a lot of newspaper advertisement or a lot of people to people campaign or a lot of branch level campaign that we do personal loan sanction. But now a new business model or a new revenue model has come when a business has been generated by somebody called a e-commerce platform, and you are now got a new customer who is taking loan at the time of buying a document, buying a durable item. Say it's a refrigerator or a phone, etc., etc. So digital transformation is a process which is in digitalization, and digital transformation of business, which completes only and only if you have generated a new business model or a new revenue model. Digital transformation is not a lipstick project or a Me Too project that others are doing, I'm also doing. My destination is that I stop after finishing this digital transformation. I don't have to do anything going forward. Answer is not that. Digital transformation is a continuing journey. It's a continuing journey. You can't stop. You can't stop by doing this. That once job is done, you are done. It's a continuous process. Priyanka ma'am, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So digital transformation is a 5-step process where involving people, your data, your insights, your action, and finally the results, which I just now explained to you. At some stage, the action is taken over by robotic process automation software. So you have your technology, you have your data science, you have your process, people, and culture, and you have your new ways of doing business. The moment you create a new way of doing business, your digital transformation is complete. Before, till that time, it was only digitalization. Let's not make a mistake in that. Okay. So now let us get into blockchain technology. I'm assuming that all of you know blockchain technology per se, basically, but I'll give you some knowledge narratives quickly to take you through, because our objective is finally to take you through the marriage of blockchain technology and Web3. There is a popular perception even today, and I repeat, even today, that blockchain is equal to cryptocurrency and cryptocurrency is equal to blockchain, which is absolutely not true. Blockchain technology is not equal to cryptocurrency and cryptocurrency is not equal to blockchain technology. People know, or people have formed such a view only because people have not seen any blockchain technology oriented app on their visible handphone or other handheld devices that, hey, the guy is selling, oh, you know, this is a software you are getting which is operated by blockchain technology. Let me tell you, in future that is not also going to happen, because front end, the customer, when he was doing an operation through his handphone, he will not be able to even understand that the backend is being run by blockchain technology. That's the beauty. And Dr. Bhandari was absolutely right that blockchain technology operates with distributed ledger technology. Each one of the participants in the node will get the details of their transaction, and even will be able to store the details of your others' transactions who are participants in the node. But in an enterprise blockchain atmosphere today, that particular phenomenon that everybody will have record of everybody's transaction is now being done away with. And now you are getting a cloud database where all blockchain technologies and all documents are being shared on a wallet for individual customers. And individual customers, everything is being sent to them through a wallet. And the collective basis, it is being carried into the blockchain documentation library. Of course, any participant on a need-to-know basis can call back those transactions, call back those details, call back those documents, call back those transaction flows, consent flows, etc., etc. So in an enterprise blockchain methodology, the distributed ledger technology has taken a new definition, which is based on the wallet definition and on a need-to-know basis of retrieval of transactions. If you want me to explain to you what blockchain looks like, earlier in 1970s or in 1980s, when banks started introducing computer technology, every single branch or regional office was connected to a one central bank server. But gradually it came to decentralized phenomena where state level or district level servers were there, and everybody used to be connected with the hub and spoke model, and finally it was connected to the head office to the hub and spoke model. Here, this particular node doesn't have a direct connectivity here. This particular node has a connectivity here first and then connectivity here first. But in blockchain technology, it looks like this. Through the process, this particular guy is also connected to this particular guy, because you can't see in a mesh technology like this. But if you take a look at this picture, you can see that everybody is connected with everybody. And if you can replicate this picture to about 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 computers, everybody is connected with everybody. That's the beauty of blockchain technology. Okay, so blockchain technology works in a P2P network. Then this P2P network you can define in B2C network, B2B network, C2C network. P2 means people to people. Here the definition of people, that the people can be a corporate, people can be a government, people can be an organization. That means it's a participant to participant network on an online anonymous ledger creation basis. The blockchain works on dual key mechanism because it is working on Web3 mechanism, and everybody will get into the blockchain platform through a private key. And when the transactions will be announced and performed in the blockchain platform, the person will be known by his public key. Every single transaction and every single document in the blockchain library and the blockchain system will be completely cryptographed, encrypted. The cryptograph can be static cryptograph and it can be dynamic cryptographing also. When I say static, one cryptographing algorithm will be applying for every transaction. When I say dynamic, every 5 minutes, every 7 minutes, every 1 minute also, the cryptographic algorithm will change. So of course, it's a matter of price, because dynamic cryptography needs a lot of enablement of the computing system. It needs a lot of server speed, etc., etc. So as you make your system more enhanced and more advanced, you can go from static to dynamic cryptography. So currency, since the blockchain platform is cryptographed, the currency which is operated through that cryptographic system, that's why it is called cryptocurrency. Crypto word has been drawn from cryptography or encryption technology, not from anything else. So that's the cryptography enablement. And this is the way blockchain technology performs. I don't want to get into this technological because it's not a full-fledged blockchain class. So I'll move on. Next is a blockchain is a no trust environment technology. Please follow me very carefully in this particular slide. Suppose how do you decide in your organization whether you need a blockchain technology based solution for digital transformation of your business? Do you need a database? If your answer is no, you don't need a blockchain. Do not use blockchain if your answer is no. Then next step is, does it require shared write access? That means people who are participant, are they required to write here means announce transaction, process transaction, and approve transaction? If the answer is yes, continue with blockchain. If the answer is no, you don't need blockchain. Then are participants known and trusted? If all people participating in a system are trusted, then you don't need blockchain technology. If the trust atmosphere is not there, then only you proceed and decide that you need a blockchain technology. Are trusted third parties needed, wanted, or essential? Here, so long we were talking about known people, now we are talking about third parties. Are trusted third parties needed? If the trusted third parties are also needed, then you don't need blockchain. If the third parties are also not trusted, then you need blockchain. Now you have decided that you have a blockchain methodology. Now comes the consensus methodology. There are three kinds of consensus. One consensus is exclusively public, one consensus is exclusively private, and another consensus is hybrid. That means private and public. If it is a completely private blockchain, then use your private blockchain, which is called intra enterprise blockchain. If there are private consent, private transaction mechanism where third party also will participate, then you use a hybrid blockchain where private parties are also there and third parties are there. And when it is completely public, that means anything and everything, anybody and everybody can participate. Like suppose today, Indian banking system creates a trade finance blockchain platform where any importer, exporter can come, any banker can join, any mariner can join, any marine freight container people can join. So any number of people can join, then it becomes a public platform and use a public blockchain. So essentially what I'm trying to talk about it is that blockchain platform first presupposes nobody can be trusted. And that nobody can be trusted is because blockchain creates an environment of trust only. And without trust, no business transaction can operate. And that's the beauty of blockchain technology. Quickly take you through the blockchain as the kind of architecture of blockchain. You have an application layer where various applications say, are you doing a logistics management, or you are doing asset management, or you are doing any cryptocurrency operations, whatever you're doing, it's the application layer. Then comes the contract layer where lawyers are most involved, because this is the most important thing in any blockchain. Smart contracts are the governors of blockchain, and unless and until the smart contracts are defined appropriately, there is no point of having a blockchain within your system. Then the insurance layer, allocation layer, and incentive layer. This layer is not necessary generally in any enterprise blockchain. This layer is generally necessary in cryptocurrency type of blockchain, where some incentives are to be given to people because of some activities done by them. So blockchain technology then comes into the consensus layer, proof of work, proof of systems, zero knowledge proof, etc., etc. This is the consensus layer where transactions are given consent to asked to proceed to the next step. Now new technology has come into blockchain technology, zero knowledge proof. Zero knowledge proof is an algorithm by which you don't have to again prove which is already there in the system. The algorithm can prove it. Suppose you are an investor and you want to invest, and you say that buy for me 1 lakh worth of bonds, which is tokenized. Whether you have money in your bank account or not, you don't have to tell blockchain, because blockchain has a mechanism which has been created internally to check whether your bank account has got that much of money. So that's the layer is consensus layer. Then comes the B2C layer. That means distribution of ledgers, distribution of wallet, data forwarding, data verification comes in this layer. Then comes the data layer where Merkle trees are done, encryptions are done, scalability comes in at this layer where your business improves, your scalability improves, and the process continues. And you have the device layer and the vehicle layer and the asset layer. So this is the simple process of blockchain technology. Smart contract is the heart of blockchain technology. To start with, blockchain was very much, don't be worried, I am soon be coming to World Wide Web, because Web3 is to be married with blockchain very soon. I'll do that. Blockchain, we are on the 4th stage of blockchain, where It started with cryptocurrency where there was no smart contract. Of course, there are a lot of mining and consent system there. Then came smart contracts where a lot of transactional things came in other than cryptocurrency. Then came decentralized apps where a lot of people started participating in a decentralized manner. And you also started having your software based wallet on your handle devices. Of course, Indian people have not seen. At the moment, I am working with the Indian non-banking financial company for blockchain 4.0, but blockchain 3.0 is a DApps, decentralized application, which is coming up, where interoperability has come, user experience has come. Finally, we are on industry infrastructure blockchain, where we have any business operation, logistics management, transshipment management, EXIM management, all kinds of business management, track and trace business management, ecosystem control. All these things are coming within the domain of blockchain operations. So it has now come to the industry 4.0 stage. Now, from the lawyer's perspective, what is a blockchain technology? What is the benefit of it? May I request the participants to kindly read this particular slide and keep your questions ready, because I have already discussed almost all the 12 points. If you have any question, you can raise it. This particular slide is very, very important from the perspective of a lawyer to design the smart contract, where a smart contract is designed by a commercial man, an accounting and finance man, a lawyer, and a businessman. When I say businessman, I'm talking about the businesses which are covered by the blockchain technology. We need to have participations of people to design the scripts of the blockchain technology inside the systems of blockchain, which is essentially called smart contract, which is the final governor. So may I request you to please read these 12 points, which I've almost spoken everything.
Is there any technical glitch?
I will take the questions little later. What I've spoken about so far are there in the slides. I'll proceed ahead. So now we'll get into the web, World Wide Web. I'll complete the entire journey with you. Web as a technology started sometime in 1880s and 1890s, where we had desktop era. Then we came to the personal computer era. By around 1990 to 2000, we got into the Web 1.0. What is Web 1.0? We will quickly come and describe. Then came the Web 2.0. Dr. Bhandari, since I started at 1613, I've completed 30 minutes. I'll take another 15 minutes and finish my talk. Then followed by question and answer.
No, sure. Because what I want that let the members, participants be retained in the meeting so that they are available for discussion also. Because
right.
what I saw.
In the 1 hour program, I will clearly.
No, please. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. We are all getting a lot of insights into the technical aspects.
So, 1990 to 2000, we got the Web 1.0. What is Web 1.0? I'll soon explain. Then came the Web 2.0 era, which is an advancement of Web 2.0 era. Essentially, during this time, we saw the transmission of communication technology, wireless communication technology from 2G to 3G, and 3G to today 4G, and now we are on 5G. As we are traversing the route of telecommunication technology advancement, we are also traversing the wave technology advancement. We are now 5G, and we are soon expecting that by 2030 or 2025 will be Web 4.0 when we get the 6G with us. So as the communication technology is advancing, the World Web technology is also advancing. And in between, we have broadband, mobile computing, etc., cloud computing, etc., etc. All these are the offshoots because of Web 2.0 and Web 3.0, of course, called D-apps, or we have got a concept called DeFi, decentralized finance. So decentralized finance or a metaverse is a Web 3.0 product. I'll just soon explain to you. Web 1.0 used to be called an information economy, where through the web, we used to receive information, we used to receive mails, we used to receive data, but we could not interact with what we received. We could not give it back. We could not write our comment and give it back. If we have to reply to that mail, we have to write a new mail, etc., etc. So by the moment Web 1.0 came, we started using search engine, web address, and static HTML. And we started written communication through internet. So certain information, that's why it is called information economy, because digital technology and communication technology help us to share information, but not interact with each other. It was not two-way traffic, it was only one-way traffic. That's why those big telephone directory or YOLO pages got replaced into Web 1 based information. Then came the Web 2. Web 2 gave us the benefit, rather it take out from the slavery of not communicating in an interactive manner. So here, let us think of our research. When we prepare a questionnaire, we send a question and others answer it on the same document and send us back. That interactive mode of communication was possible because Web 2.0 came to us. Like in Web 2.0, we used LinkedIn. I post a LinkedIn post, you write a comment on it, I again write a comment on that. How it is possible? Because it is the same platform LinkedIn is doing, but the communication is getting through and fro. And that is what gave us e-commerce also. E-commerce is a product of Web 2.0 because it's interactive. LinkedIn is a product of 2.0. Facebook is a product of 2.0. So 2.0 help us to create platform economy. Every single e-commerce, LinkedIn is a platform, Facebook is a platform where people came and started giving advertisement. Industry trade and commerce started benefiting from this system. Recruiters started recruiting through LinkedIn. So it has given us the platform economy. But then came the Web 3. What is Web 3? Web 3 is ownership economy. Whatever we do, we are the owner of it. So there is no governor of us. Everything is ours. That means whatever is due, we are doing, we are within our domain, we are keeping to ourselves. We are enables user to own and control the contents. In blockchain, we use private key and public key. Let me tell you one thing. 80 to 85% of applications of blockchain of Web3 is through blockchain technology. And that is why the Metaverse is on blockchain technology, DeFi is on blockchain technology. Anything and everything you want to develop a proof of trust, if you want to develop a proof of consent mechanism, and if you want to develop a proof of virtual ownership of economy, it is blockchain. Suppose somebody is getting married in the Los Angeles or in San Francisco, and you want to participate in his marriage sitting in Mumbai or Hyderabad, you can do it through Metaverse. And the whole platform provided to you is by blockchain, because he will be constantly giving you 3D. And when you are participating, you are enjoying, you are giving claps, you are also giving clap in front of your camera. So the whole thing is getting interexchanged, and that interexchanging is taking place by Web3 technology. So Web3 technology is giving you something called virtual ownership. So I again repeat, Web 1 was information economy, Web 2 is platform economy, and Web 3 is virtual ownership economy. I'll prove you it is how, because I've recently written an article And I will also, I started and told you earlier that digitalization is not completed unless we generate a business proposition with digitalization. And then only digital transformation completes if we create a business proposition by the new systems and processes. That also, I'll prove that Web3 gives us a lot of business proposition. But this is the interactive table between Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3.0. I've written about it. I don't want to continue with it anymore. So let's get into straight away Web 3 applications. Today, you are doing a research sitting in your lab, in your laboratory, or in any science laboratory, or metaphysics laboratory, or a astrophysics laboratory. You can do it through Web3. A consultant surgeon can help a surgeon sitting in Mumbai hospital or a Bangalore hospital. When a particular robot surgeon is conducting a surgery on a patient, the other participant party can participate through Web3, who is a consultant surgeon from US in the process. So it's a virtual environment getting created to decentralized browser, decentralized science, decentralized gamification, decentralized storage, decentralized teaming, and also in a metaversical environment where you are getting into, without going to Kashmir, you are feeling that you are in Kashmir. That's the beauty of Web3 applications. So Web3 application gives you a decentralized democratic environment, which is safe administration through a smart contract for generating economics values. It allows you to deal on virtual digital assets. Suppose you have made a film, and if you don't want to be pirated, you distribute it through blockchain platform, and you tokenize your film or tokenize your song. Anybody and everybody who wants to enjoy your film, he will buy a token. He will become the owner of those many viewing rights. Suppose he buys for 5 viewing rights, the token will be giving you 5 viewing rights and priced accordingly. So virtual digital assets which you get is the right to view or right to listen to the song. And it is happening because this is also giving you decentralized finance. One is pure financial transaction, and other is business transaction linked to this decentralized financial transaction. You are doing a celebration of your marriage or your grandchildren birthday. You can do it through a digital atmosphere, which blockchain will help you. Near virtual marketplace, that means if you want to inspect a car or inspect a dwelling house which you want to buy, you can do it through blockchain with the help of AR and VR. That is augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, and extended reality. Blockchain can give you multi-chain environment in a Web3 environment, in a ownership economy. Suppose some countries government decides, hypothetically, let us decide that Mona Lisa's picture, the government of France wants to capitalize. What it can do, it can declare that Mona Lisa's price is $100 billion, and one token would be $1. So there will be 100 billion owners of Mona Lisa, of course, owner in terms of financial value. The physical ownership will remain with government of France. It's a hypothetical example. Please don't quote me anywhere. So in future, since this is a business proposition that people will come and collect a ticket for seeing Mona Lisa, so the government will start earning from that asset. So and that particular token, suppose you want to sell it tomorrow, you can sell it. I'll soon give you an example through a concept called betas, which I have coined the new word called betas, blockchain and tokenization as a service. So that is the beauty which is coming from CBDC. Central bank digital currency is a product of Web3. Non-fungible tokens is a product of Web3. Crowdfunding, on which our research paper is almost ready, is a product of Web3. And how this is happening? It is happening because of underlying thing is blockchain, which is governed by a smart contract. And the distributed ownership is coming up because of Web3 platform is there. And Web3 platform is helping you to create your wallet and keep the centralized database in a cryptographed environment. So gaming is coming up. You can create your own game and put it in a platform. You need not be dependent on somebody else's game. Advanced data management, privacy, safety, and security, and zero knowledge proof. These are all creating dependability of Web3. See, Web3 is giving us a platform, extension of platform economy to ownership economy. Blockchain is giving us all kinds of benefit of security, safety, privacy, encryption, speed, quality, zero knowledge proof. So the comfort of conducting business transaction in an ownership modeling methodology that is coming up from Web3. I'll give you this example here and I'll stop. I've recently written about it. Suppose in a village, there are 200 fruit growers. Suppose it's a mango fruit growing or an apple fruit growing village. And this village doesn't have many cold storage or warehouse. Suppose there are 200 owners, but here is a guy who is a monopoly authority, and he is charging through the nose, and his facility is also not capable of having all the cold storage facility which the harvest of that locality generates. So they are the farmers. They cannot individually construct any cold storage or any warehouse, but they appeal to the government. The government didn't do it. They appeal to the state government. The state government didn't do it. They appeal to the local panchayat or municipality. They did not do it. What they now want to do? They want to get into the concept called fragmented ownership. Little money they started putting together to construct this warehouse. So what they are doing, little money from their investable surplus, they are putting together, like many a drops makes an ocean. They get a huge pot of money, which can now construct this asset. And instead of an individual owner, the new house will be owned by fragmented ownership, new warehouse or new cold storage. Now, each guy will be a fragmented owner, and the ownership will be determined or will be represented by a token. That you are so many token holders, and a token is equal to 1 by X value of the construction value, which is all the cost which has been incurred to put this asset till the point of starting use is 1 by X of the value. One could be 1 crore, one could be 10 crore, one could be 15 crore. Now, what essentially we have created, this physical property, we have converted into a digital twin. Digital twin. What is this digital twin? This physical asset is now known by tokens. Now, suppose he is Mr. X. He is leaving this village and going to urban area. He can sell this to somebody else, or he can carry the ownership with him. He is not the person operating this house. Now, these people are owning the house, but these people are not running the cold storage. They may give it to, they can form a cooperative to run, or they can give a cooperative service provider or cold storage service provider to run the cold storage, and all the 200 farmers who might have or might have not participated in fragmented ownership of this particular asset for which digital twin have been created. Which is digital twin? Digital twin is nothing but number of tokens which have been created. Collectively, the tokens are called the digital twin of this physical asset. Now, these digital twins are now fragmented into tokens, and through blockchain, it is being operated. So the blockchain service provider, who is a startup, he says, okay, I'll do everything for you. I'll appoint the construction manager. So I am giving you a blockchain-based tokenization as a service. So give me your distributed your investable surplus, and I will do everything. I will also give you the blockchain platform by which you own your tokens. I can also give you the platform by which you can buy and sell the tokens. Now, how the token value will change? This particular asset will keep on earning money because the people will now come and use this cold storage. The cold storage facility, even if you are a owner of the token, when you come to the cold storage for depositing your harvest and keeping your harvest, you have to pay money. You have to give the cost of cold storage running expenses and some profit. So the whole thing is that without depending on the government, without depending on the local panchayat or municipality, the asset is getting created. It is fragmented ownership by the people there. The fruits are getting saved, which are otherwise getting either wasted or being sold to intermediaries at a very low price, who are then taking it to some cold storage and then selling at a high price. Instead of farmers getting the price, because of cold storage not being there, the money is being enjoyed, and we, the urban consumers, are paying more. Because of the cold storage, whatever urban consumers are paying, these farmers will get the benefit of it. Who has brought the benefit? Essentially, the benefit has been brought by a blockchain platform, a tokenized fragmented asset ownership, and Web3. And now, blockchain tokenization as virtual digital asset and Web3 has now been converted into a business proposition. Now we have completed the digital transformation, because digital transformation has to create a new business proposition. It has to minimize value destruction, and it has to maximize value creation. I'll stop here.
Thank you, Professor Basu, for a very thoughtful, insightful, and interesting presentation. You have touched upon the critical areas of digitization and digitalization, and how the entire process could be completed or matured with the support of blockchain and Web3. Really wonderful. I think all our participants who have joined have learned a lot, and those who have not joined have missed a lot. With these words, I come over to Priyanka and would request all the members who are present, please switch on your webcam so that we can have a quick group screenshot for our record, just for 1 minute, and then we are coming. Quickly, please. Please switch on your webcam if you don't have any objection or issue. Priyanka, please capture 2-3 screenshots,
Yes,
keeping Professor Basu in the prominence, our leader of today's talk.
सर आपके सामने तो आपके भाई हूं मैं.
अरे नहीं सर, वो तो आपकी मेहरबानी है, बट बहुत सीखा है आज. Really, I'm telling from my core of heart, many concepts which we might not have been very clear, we have been able to understand it in a very subtle manner. Really.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. That is the beauty of a scholar, to make complicated things.
Sir, I'm not a scholar, I'm still a student. Please
No,
allow me
we all are. We all are. That is why a man of law has jumped into the technology domain like me. So please,
take a
Abhishek,
picture, sir.
Sharda ma'am. Hello, Alisa. How are you? Fine? Yeah.
I've taken a
Yes,
screenshot,
Yes,
sir.
I'm fine.
I think 2-3 have not switched on. Anyway, chali. Now we resume our question answer session. I think we have 2-3 questions in the chat box, and once they complete, I will have also the permission to raise one question. First,
okay, Priyanka ma'am, if you can kindly shoot the questions and try to kill me.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So we have a question from Dr. Kuldeep, sir.
Or you can give the liberty to the participant to straight away
Yeah,
interact with.
Kuldeep, if you are there, you can raise
Kuldeep,
yourself.
please,
And be brief, so that we can get the answer right
sir,
away.
Kuldeep sir has some connectivity issue.
I
He had
know.
texted me.
He is
Yeah,
from Nagaland,
Okay.
a very remote area of Nagaland, Central University. He is HOD of law in Lumami,
Nice. I saw Nagaland University.
Yeah, he is in Lumami, and I think the net issue is there. Yes, you can raise the issue,
Yeah,
Kishore.
I'll read out the question. So how smart contract can help India? How we can utilize smart contract in Indian condition is his question.
Let me tell you one thing. There, this question by itself has the answer. If there is no smart contract, there is no blockchain. And and today the most wanted group of lawyers are the digi lawyers, and within the digi lawyers, the most wanted group of people are the people who can write smart contract. Now the difference between a simple contract which you write a 300-page or 400-page contract versus a smart contract is a smart contract essentially has to be written ball by ball of the business continuing in the entire. Suppose you are doing an exim blockchain, right from somebody declaring that I want to ship something from India to abroad, or even I want to buy something from Germany. And if the process of manufacturer and the buyer is also in that exim trade, the smart contract which you have to write will encompass and touch upon the laws of India and laws of the exporting country from outside who will be shipping the goods from outside to India. And every single thing will be there in the smart contract, which will have buying, selling, which will have LC preparation, which will have RBI, the other country's central bank, which will have a bill of lading, which will have INCO terms, which will have shipping regulations in case of bill of lading, or which will have insurance regulation issue, which will have money transfer issue. Every single thing which will be touched upon has to be in that smart contract. It could be in a domestic environment, or if one leg of the transaction is in an outside environment, then that country's law also comes into the picture. Now, answering your question specifically, a smart contract does not necessarily take into consideration only the law. It takes into consideration the requirement of multilateral agencies, requirement of regulators, requirement of accounting standard, because you have to create an accounting entry and pass the wallet on to the party who is a participant. Suppose I am Bureau Veritas. I am approving a quality control check or quality of a particular machine produced in Germany and now imported to India. So I will be first doing the certification, which will be stored in the blockchain and will be seen by people who are need to know, like LC processing. This is a very important document. Or the shipping company's captain of the ship accepting it and issuing a bill of lading will be requiring that whether the quality certificate is there. So on a need to know basis, this will be there. So you are not only writing the contract between the buyer, seller, and the quality certifier, you are also creating the documentation process where everybody should be allowed to see it on a need to know basis. So smart contract is something which is the governor of the entire process. That's why in a blockchain technology, it is an auto process, and the auto process is governed by the smart contract. And lawyer who is writing the smart contract, essentially he becomes the external governor of the blockchain. Now you can say, is if the moment you write the smart contract, is it the end of it? Suppose I don't like a particular clause of that contract. Can I change it? Answer is yes. Because blockchain technology gives you the flexibility. So in the process, if X says that I don't want the clause number 4.3.3 of the smart contract, I want to have this new draft. The smart contract writer or subsequent writer who is a party to this blockchain as a legal service provider, he will see whether the new draft has a legal validity in the country and in the eye of accounting standard, in the eye of global multilateral agency standard, if it is applicable. Then will give a consent, okay, this clause draft can be replaced by the new draft. The moment it is approved by the new draft, for that particular contract of importing machinery from Germany, that particular clause becomes applicable, which may not be applicable from the next, for the next, suppose something being imported from America. So in a smart contract for any different, any single transaction, there could be 12, 13, 14, 15. So there is no one smart contract, there is a smart contract library. So to answer your question in a summary form, smart contracts are the governance. Most important, we need a lot of lawyers. The world is looking for capable lawyers who can write a smart contract. That's why, let me tell you, at least 20 different researches are going on by lawyers themselves on smart contract all around India.
Thank you, Dr. Sharda Patil. I request Dr. Sharda to raise the question, pertinent question, and then to Sandra M. Pillai. Yeah.
So we have a question from Anisha also. We have 3 questions. So I kindly request Sharda ma'am to please raise the question since you're also in the meeting.
I would request Professor Basu to kindly give a brief response as you think. But as you think.
Actually, smart contract one couldn't
No,
answer.
I know. We have written a paper along with Dr. Kuldeep, who has raised, and that has been accepted for publication by the Indian Journal of Law, ILI journal. So we still want to improve that, so that your response would help us. Yeah.
So
Sharda
with your
ma'am,
permission, I will ask the question since she has some issues around.
Okay, please.
Yeah. So Sharda ma'am's question is, do you think blockchain technology will be effectively used in India, where we have most illiterate population?
Ma'am, if you have a smartphone and if you know how to use the front end of your smartphone, back end, whether there is a blockchain or whether there is a portal or there is a Facebook type or a platform, you need not bother. We are giving you a comfort that you are secured, you are encrypted, you cannot be invaded by any cyber criminal, etc., etc. That's the comfort level you are getting. But as you seeing YouTube today, so if you are doing banking transaction or UPI transaction through non-blockchain platforms, tomorrow you can do this. So as long as you are literate enough to operate your smartphone, blockchain backend or any other backend doesn't bother you. So it will be. Let me tell you, I'm consulting a company which is an NBFC in India, and we are trying to implement blockchain technology there, where villagers will be touched upon by this solution which we are creating. Let's not bother about that.
I can simply add a footnote to what Professor Basu has said. See, Indian population is becoming smarter. And the best example is our digital payment system. We are number 1 in the world. Even a small village, you go to any village, we know how to make payment by using barcode and UPI and all that.
Is taking
it's adoption. So who could imagine 5 years back or 3-4 years back that we can make payments like this? But definitely it will take some time. We have to upgrade our infrastructure also in terms of the web and internet connectivity. But gradually, all these technological advancements like blockchain or other, they will be accepted by the people, and the tangible benefits. See, all will depend upon whether when the people realize today why we are comfortable with the digital payment. We need not to carry the purse. We have to keep balance in Paytm or any other bank account, and just in a moment we can make the payment. So people feel comfortable. Similarly, when blockchain technology becomes friendly and understood, this is what GALTER or other institutions are doing. We are creating awareness. This lecture itself is a part of that awareness, that how the digitalization can help in business or in other areas. So
Dr. Vandari, you as a villager, you need not know and you need not bother backend blockchain is there or not there. As long as my front end solution is user friendly.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Next, please, Priyanka, if the.
Yes, sir. So the next question is by Alisha Behra. Do I proceed with the question, sir, or do I ask ma'am to?
Ma'am,
Okay.
you can, Alicia, you can ask. If you are okay, you
Yes,
can ask.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my question is, if the digital tokens have like a financial proprietary value, so can it be considered or can it be regulated under the security laws in India? Because when it comes to P2P organization or regulations, if I feel that if a company wants to take a token to raise capital in the market for its own purpose, so can it at any cost be regulated under the security law? That's my question.
Let me tell you, tokens has universally been accepted elsewhere in the world, particularly developed world in Europe and US, as a very, very valid financial instrument. In India, SEBI, and in fact, we are writing an international paper with research scholars from US and Australia on this. Very valid question. SEBI is trying to digitalize the entire bond market and the equity market in India. And the whole concept of tokenization is coming in a big way in India. Indian Income Tax Act has already accepted virtual digital assets as an asset, and if you buy and sell on that and make profit, it will be definitely a taxable item. But I'm sure the question of yours will be finding absolute legal validity anywhere in the country within a short while. Today also it is valid, but is not in practical applications. You need not worry. You need not worry 2 years down the line. You have already central bank digital currency. I have an account. Is it what is a central bank digital currency? It is nothing but a token. I have an account in my mobile phone of central bank digital currency. It's a token, nothing more than that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We have one last
One
question.
question on land, I believe, is there.
Sandra Pillai. Yes, sir. Ma'am, do you want to ask the question directly to sir?
Yeah, sure, sir. Good evening, sir. First of all, sir, I want to ask is how can a blockchain be used to improve the efficiency of land registry system?
Oh, ma'am, this is the most one of the most primitive applications of blockchain technology in India. I believe a lot of governments, particularly Andhra government, is coming in a big way for blockchain technology based land registration. It is a very, very successful application. The only problem which all the state governments are facing in India today is the existing land records have to be first brought into blockchain. If that is done, it is the most apt technology to be adopted for land registration. In fact, way back in 2019 or 2018, we had a conference in Vizag where we discussed about land registration by Andhra and Telangana government on blockchain technology. Many countries are working on it. In India, many state governments are working on it. The challenge is past record, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Do we have any more questions from the participants?
So can this be used for smart cities? Can blockchains be used in smart cities and how?
Blockchain can be used in smart cities. Suppose you want to park your car in an airport and you want to go, and after 3 days back, you want to pick up that car from airport and go to your home. I was in Moscow in 2019. The first prize which a startup got is a blockchain-based smart city application for car parking management at the airport. So there are plenty of applications Dubai government has created on blockchain for smart cities, like water distribution, like your house record registration under the municipality. These are all blockchain based. In fact, most of the applications of smart cities are on blockchain based. Identity management of citizens, everything is in blockchain based in a smart city.
Thank you, sir.
Anywhere there is a blockchain, there is a smart contract. And without smart contract, a blockchain can't operate.
Thank you, sir. Bandari, sir, can we proceed?
Yeah, just a minute.
Yes.
Monica ma'am, the Election Commission of India is also planning to use blockchain for identity management, that is the voter list. And serious work is going on. A huge amount has been allocated for doing necessary research that all the voter list, even some countries, and in USA, Professor Basu knows it, the elections have been conducted on blockchain. Some states have done election on blockchain. So
let me tell you, Dr. Bhandari, whatever little I know about this is that an university of Tamil Nadu, a girls' university of Tamil Nadu, they have run a prototype of conducting election by blockchain in their campus. Suppose there are 2,000 people are living in a campus, 2,000 housing dwelling units are there. So Russia has successfully conducted blockchain-based electioneering. And in India, it has already been proved. The software has been proved. Only thing is that it has to be conceptualized in a larger scale and applied. And India is moving towards that.
Yes. So I think a very interesting and knowledgeable session we have had just now. If Dr. Kuldeep is here, I please request him to propose vote of thanks.
Sir is not here, sir. Sir is not in the meeting.
Okay. Professor Yugal Kishore. Professor Yugal Kishore.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you are being our senior member. I request you to kindly propose vote of thanks on behalf,
sir.
Thank
you.
Of GALTER to Dr. Basu. Such a wonderful.
So very kind of you, sir. In fact, today we had a very elaborate, extensive, and informative lecture by our professor, sir. And we understand that many of us, we are not well versed with the blockchain technology so far. And it's a use so far also. But we have learned a lot today with regards to blockchain. In fact, as a law student, we don't know, we don't read about blockchain and other things. And even our students, we don't teach about blockchain and other things to our students. And therefore, our knowledge is very much confined, to be very frank and free. So therefore, sir, I can only say that your lecture has been very, very, very informative, and it has given us an insight to learn into it into a great depth. And you have devoted your time here for this particular lecture. I understand, sir, you are very busy. As you have told that you are having so many assignments. You have spared your valuable time, and you are here with us to give knowledge to us and to inform us about everything and to deliver a wonderful lecture. I'm very much thankful to you. So on my behalf and on behalf of the GALTER, as a member of the GALTER, I wholeheartedly thank you and say namaskar to you and wish that in future we keep on hearing from you.
Thank you, sir.
Dr.
Bhandari was kind enough to invite me.
Thank you,
grateful
Professor.
to him
Thank
for
you,
this
Professor Yugal
opportunity.
Kishore, for proposing vote of thanks.
Sir, no, sir, I have to thank you also because we are getting enlightened because of you only, sir.
We are all doing it collectively.
So and all the
I'm happy
also.
that members do participate, although they are less in number. If I generally say more is merrier, less is happier, doesn't matter. But I think those who have not joined today, they have missed.
They have missed a lot. I agree.
This I would certainly
say. A lot.
And I have received 7 to 8 messages on WhatsApp that because of today's Navratri beginning, some are busy in puja. Even Professor Basu comes from West Bengal, which is the epicenter of the great festival of Navratri, but he has spared the time. That shows his genuine and keen interest in the academics and in the.
Sir, we can reorganize another form of this talk sometime when people will be free. That's
Yeah, we will discuss. We will discuss with our members, and we will plan some 2 or 3 lecture series, taking
Yes.
different
And
aspects of digital transformation. Because in today's lecture, though Professor Basu could sum up within allocated time, but still there are many issues which need more elaboration and more understanding with live examples, because we all are not that technically savvy people. So we need to understand from an ordinary perspective. And we will definitely have some series of programs, and we will plan for it. With these words, I also thank Priyanka for conducting the whole entire session nicely, and all those who joined for this. So
Thank
let
you,
us
sir.
close. Priyanka,
Thank you,
final word.
Priyanka ma'am, for your
Thank you,
contributive.
sir. It's my honor being connected with all the great minds of India. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let
Bye.
us say Happy Navratri, and
Wish you all the same, sir.
let us seek
Thank you.
blessings
Thank you,
of
sir.
all the 9 forms of the Durga,
Goddess.
the 9 manifestations of Ma. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Happy
Happy
evening.
Navratri.
Thank you all, sir. Thank you.
Jai Hind. Jai Hind.